Hey, we jamming over here now. It is the Lab Tech Show. Tall Boy checking in with you. Hope all is well. Pre-show. Got a lot of things that I'm trying to work out. A lot of moving parts. April 1st is right around the corner. What's going on? How was your week? Let's see, make sure we got the TV down so we don't have no background noise. There we go. All right. Y'all hear the clapping? Toe tapping? All right, that's what's up, man. Let me go ahead and start recording this show so I don't mess up like I did last week. Anyway, hope all is well with everybody. Look forward to seeing you. You have your adult beverage? I feel like I'm missing something. And don't know what I'm missing. But I got my adult beverage. Do you? I'm gonna try my best to use this one right here, the over-the-top shot, okay? That's what I'm gonna try to do, all right? That's the goal. We're gonna try to do that. All right, let's see what we got over here. Back to the front camera. There we go. 2 minutes. All right, so that's the goal. We're gonna try and use the over-the-head shot. All right, so this is what I wanna know. Help me out. If you're watching the pre-show, where is it at? Where are you joining us from? Type your city and state, because some people put in the city and it tells you in another area, and I know that that's not what it is. So tell us where you're joining us from, city and state, or if you're joining us from another country, join us and tap in and type in the country. Let's see if this thing actually works. I want it to work. All right, man. So we're live in 2 minutes. This is just a pre-show. That's pretty much it. Just a pre-show. Nothing fancy, nothing, elaborate. Just hanging out. Mama D's checking in. Hey, how you doing? She's like, hey, tall boy. Let's see what we got. There we go. 1 minute and 10 seconds before we go live. So I got that shot there. I got that shot up there. And I got my main shot right here. So like a lot of eyes are moving. So 1, 2, 3. Did I get it right? 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna master it. I'm gonna get it mastered. Vaseline. Oh my God. I said, where are you joining us from? And you put oh Lord. I got 39 seconds and I will have my Vaseline. See, I got it right here by the now hopefully my mouse don't get greasy. When your significant other is telling you what you need to do. Oh yeah, I'm ashy all right there and stuff. Yeah, get all of that. I don't know if I did it real good. Might have to grease myself down. All right, put in your city and state. Tell us where you're tapping in from, all right? Love to see where you're coming in from. We're going to be starting shortly. I'm so glad. We're going to be starting shortly. 5 seconds. Y'all ready? Hey, Tall Boy here. Time to talk tech news on this Wednesday. We got a few more days before we go into second quarter of the year. Are all the goals that you had written out, are you on track? Are you on progress to make all those things happen? Well, come on, let's make it happen. All right. So I'm challenging you to say whatever that goal that you were working on. Look, I've been ready to tap out many a times on this show, right? But I'm like, I got to keep pushing. Because I have some goals and I have some ideas. And I just believe that this could be something very big for all of us that want to embrace the technology so we don't get left behind, right? So please share the journey, tell us what you're thinking, and hopefully you will continue working on those goals. Anyway, my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tall Boy, and we're just here to engage with you, share some trends, talk tech, and that way, by the end of this evening, we'll be a little bit more aware of what's going on. Pretty simple. I have a few rules. Share the show. Come on, man. How hard is it for you just to hit the share button and tap what is it, copy, and send it to like 2 of your friends? Come on, just do that to 2 of your friends that you talk to. Just say, hey man, this guy, he's all right. And then bring your adult beverage. And then we also have the articles written in the description of the show. All right, that's all I ask. Those are simple rules. We're here to have fun. We're here to engage, and that's pretty much it. If you're watching right now, tell us where you're joining us from. All right, so type your city and state. Or if you're watching from another country, put it in the chat. All right. So put it in the chat where you're watching from, and we'll see if we can get you on the map, and we'll come back to this. And I'm trying to see if we can get this service to work. All right. So if we can get it to work, I would love that. And love to just see where people are watching from all over the place. Shout out to Awesome Wood Things. He's watching with us. He's like, hey, Tall Boy, my friend. Yes, my man, Mr. Awesome Wood Things. He does a great show on Wednesday. No, he does it every day. That's right. Every day he does a show. He said he's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Let's see if that pops up on the screen. And then also we got Mama D saying, hey, hit the spot 10:06. She's like, hey, Tall Boy. Hey, fam. Okay. And then we also got our man Revis tapping in with us as well. All right. So Revis is here. So let's see if I can find it and find out what our word of the day is. He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I need to find out, where are you in the United States? I mean, this is almost kind of like a where in the United States is Carmen Sandiego thing going on that we got.
Yes, sir. I am in Cunningham, Kansas.
What?
Yeah, I am in Cunningham, Kansas. We got a population of 454.
Oh my God, 454. So tell us, what do you see? How big, do they have a McDonald's there? Do they have a Walmart there? What's in the town? Describe it.
Let's put it this way. One of the top things to do in this town is called cow tipping.
Ow. All right, cow tipping. All right. I don't know what that means, but all right, cow tipping, population 454. All right, that's.
Yes, I'm at a truck stop.
Okay.
And it's a Love's truck stop.
Okay.
Which is a major truck stop.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually put this place in the middle of nowhere. And usually, Love's truck stop has 8 fuel islands, 10 showers, and about 3 restaurants inside of it. Okay. This one here has 3 fuel islands, 2 showers, and a Subway.
Well,
and this is the main restaurant in town.
Subway is the main restaurant in town.
This is the party spot.
You can't touch this.
All right, man. We got our word of the day for the evening, man. You can't touch Cunningham, Kansas. All right. Our word of the day this evening is immaculate. All right. Immaculate. I'm going to give you the definition and you give us your word. All right. It means spotlessly clean or without flaw or error. In botany and zoology, the word describes beings that have no colored spots or marks. I don't know what none of that means. Come on, man. Immaculate. Break it down for us, Revis.
Well, I would like to say that I am immaculate. But unfortunately, I have flaws and I'm not spotless. So my conception was not immaculate.
Okay. I'm lost, man. I don't even know what I'm like Steve Harvey.
Oh, hell no.
So, so spotlessly clean or without flaws or errors. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Immaculate means immaculate, like my house.
Okay.
If you would ever come to my house, it is immaculate.
Okay.
You can actually eat off the floor.
Okay. Now I can go with that. I can go with that. All right. All right, guys. I need you to put in the comments what do you think of the word of the day, and then also if you're watching, if you already put it in there, I think I did something wrong. Just go ahead and hit. Just type where you are watching from. But what did you think of this word of the day? I was testing this out. So what did you think of the word of the day? Put 1 or 2 words. Was he on point? I love it. It was okay. It was, yeah. Just put your word. What did you think of Revis's word of the day? Let's see if we get some comments to come up. All right. So immaculate. We can eat off off of your floor because it's spotlessly clean, and you're not immaculate because you are flawed. Is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I love it. I'm gonna work with that. All right. Anything you would like to say to the people?
Yeah. I'm glad everybody is here. I'm glad to be here every week, and I'm waiting till it turn night so I can go tip a couple towels.
So you want to go cow tipping? That's what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm just gonna say
That's suspicious.
I don't know, Revis. All right, man. I'm gonna check in with you next week. All right.
All right. Love y'all, fam.
All
See
right.
y'all next week.
Cunningham, Kansas. Population 454. All right, man. We got our stash stock party of the evening. And it says, it's UPS. This is your opportunity to own a piece of stock. If you never owned stock, if you would like to own stock, go to stash.com/party. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing. And that's pretty much it. You own a piece of incremental stock. You don't own a whole stock. And then when you're ready to invest $20, you spend 20, you get 20 if you use my code that's in the description. That's pretty simple. Doesn't get any better than that. And that's all I can ask for. All right. I got this other question for you. I got a lot of moving parts over here. What is your beverage choice of this evening? All right. So what is your beverage of choice this evening? What is it? I know it's going to be nice. So whatever it is, put in the comments what your beverage is. And we're going to see if we can come back to see what you got over there. All right. So I do know there's a quick about 10 to 12 second delay. So I'm going to try and stay here. Let me know what you're drinking. Tarek is drinking on his strawberry lemonade. That's what I'm drinking. Strawberry lemonade by Minute Maid. That's what I'm drinking. And let's see. One of the comments that came up on the screen said from Mama D. She said, Revis. She said, Revis, you should be. You're always on the road. Eat off the floor. LMBO. Okay. All right. Let's see. Mine is water. All right. That's what she said. She said she's drinking water. Okay. So why is it not coming up on the screen? I don't know why that is. So we're just going to do it this way. She said she's drinking water. What's up, Sister Queen? You in school. I see you. All right. I see you. Keep grinding. We got to keep encouraging her because, you know, she's going to get, I think, is it your master's or your doctorate? Let us know in the comments, what are you working on and what are you going to school for? All right. We definitely want to support you throughout this year and, you know, see what we can do to help you however we can. All right. I would love to see how we can make that happen. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm going to put on the screen, and I don't know if this is going to work tonight, but let me see if I can get it on here. We're going to see if we can start our show topics. What are our show topics for the evening? You saw them in the timeline earlier. Let's see. What is our show topics for the evening? It is, we're going to start off with, y'all's favorite friend, not mine, Apple. Apple. Give me 1 second. I pull this article on the screen if you don't mind. How to blur your background if you're on a FaceTime call. All right. So if you got an iPhone, this article is for you. Okay. So bear with me. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. I can't believe we're talking Apple right now. Okay. We're talking Apple. Lord help me, man. And it had to be the first article too. All right, let's see. What do we have here? How many people FaceTime? Do you FaceTime? Put in the comments whether or not you FaceTime if you own an iOS. I was speaking to a colleague of mine this week, and he was telling me that he figured that you guys might like this because there's a cool thing that you can do with Apple with your FaceTime calls. And I'm just trying to see if we can get this article to pop up on the screen. I don't know why it's not coming up. So bear with me. It says how to blur your backgrounds on FaceTime calls. That's what it's saying that you can do. All right. So what do we have here? We're not, I'm not seeing the article pop up on the screen. All right. Do we need to do it again? Maybe. All right. Bear with me. We're going to close that out. And let's see. I'm going to try it one more time. See if we can get blurring your background on the screen. I had another article I wanted to start with, but we're just trying to figure this out. There we go. Hit paste. Let's see if we can get this article to pop up. Blur your backgrounds. Is it going to be kind? There we go. All right, guys. Here we go. How to blur your background on FaceTime calls. There we go. Sorry for the delay. I was not expecting this article to come up on the screen, but this is what we're up against today. So they said Apple is going to get all the love that Apple wants to get, and I have no control over it, whether I like it or not. That's what they're telling me. Okay. So I'm just going to be respectful of the article. All right. So basically, Apple has offered a portrait mode, all right, for selfies. They've been offering this since iPhone 10 or the iPhone X. And it was something called the True Depth Face ID camera back in 2017. But however, blurry backgrounds, that's what they're saying. So I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know me. I'm just trying to help y'all out, all right? It's how to use it, all right? How to use this thing. So if you guys have an iPhone, you want to learn how to do this, let's try and break it down. All right. So if you're the one making the FaceTime call, you can do this ahead of time by enabling portrait mode. So unless you open up your view of yourself, you won't see much difference in your appearance. Only they will see it. All right. But the other person on the other end, they're going to say, all right, it's kind of blurred just a little bit. So all you got to do is launch the FaceTime app, right there on the screen, showing you what to do right there. And then once you launch the FaceTime app, they're saying step 2 is open the control center by swiping down the top right of your iPhone screen. So you swipe down, you should see where it says Video X. So that's what you see. And then step 3, you should select the video effects button. And when you select the video effects button, there you go. When you select a pop-up window should appear. And then from there, let's see, what else do they say? I'm trying to switch from 2 screens at the same time, guys. So bear with me just a little bit. They're saying select the portrait mode, and then it should turn blue. And to indicate, to show that it's in portrait mode. Now select any area outside of the pop-up box, and then it would take you back to the main area, right? So it says the video effects button should now be highlighted with the word portrait mode inside. So that's what you should see. You should see that white box highlighted that says portrait, video effects, portrait. It's highlighted. All right. And then also it's saying, let's bring this down a little bit. It's saying swipe up to close the control center. These same steps above can be used to enable portrait mode in other supported video apps such as Zoom, Teams, or even Instagram. You can do this with those apps or with those softwares. All right. And then also note that, let's see, what is it saying? Note that The portrait mode is set to sticky. All right. So what that means is your iPhone will remember the last setting you use. So if you only want to use it for one call, it's only going to be on one call. Your iPhone will remember the last setting you use. But if you want to blur your FaceTime background all the time, just do it one time. Now, however, be aware this setting is saved separately for each app. So if you go over to Zoom, you have to do it for Zoom. If you do it for Microsoft Teams, it will be for Microsoft Teams as well. So it's only going to do it for each one that you set it for. So if you turn it on when using FaceTime, you still have to turn it on separately if you want to record a reel in Instagram. All right. So there's the fine print. That's how you do it if you want to if you want to call somebody. All right. So I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but with a slight small difference if you want to receive a call. And it says, number one, select your camera view thumbnail at the bottom corner of the FaceTime session to expand it. You may not see your messy background in the thumbnail, but your caller will see it on the full screen. And it could be even more apparent if calling from your iPad or your Mac. So this is available for all iOS devices, okay? So this is what you do here. They're saying select portrait icon at the top left to the expanded view. And then they're also saying after you do that, this is when you're receiving a call, the background should blur immediately. All right. That's what they're saying. The background should blur immediately. And then you should see that the icon background turns white. You can return your camera view to a bottom thumbnail by choosing the arrows at the top right, selecting any area of the screen outside the preview window. All right. So how you do it for the receiving the calls and also making those. Right? So hope that helps you in your making your FaceTime. And then basically they're saying which iPhones work with FaceTime black background blur. Basically, if you can go all the way back to iPhone XS and the XR. Those were the models that were introduced to Apple's A12 Bionic chip. So basically, if you have an XS or an XR, you should be good to go. All right. It doesn't require an iPhone with a front true depth camera. So portrait mode is supported on the 2020 iPhone SE and also the 2022 iPhone SE. All right. So that's some things that you might want to be that you might care about. So if you have one of those models, you can still do it over there. And then lastly, if you have one of these iPads, whether it's the iPad, it's the iPad 8th generation, iPad Air, the iPad Pro 11, and the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, which is a third generation, you should be good as well over there. All right. So they saying make note that portrait mode is distinct from FaceTime camera effects, such as you can't use them emojis, filters, stickers, labels, and shapes. These other effects have been around since iOS 12.1, and most of them work as far back as iPhone 7. The exception is emojis, which do require the true depth Face ID camera. All right. So as long as you have that true depth Face ID camera, which is a newer phone, you should be good to go. And hopefully that helps you. All right. So let's see what the comments are saying. What do you think of this? Is this something that's good? Do you like this? Do you like this vibe? I definitely would love to know your thoughts on this. Let me see. Look at it says the stream froze for me. Okay. It says I'm coming in and out at times. Yeah. I'm seeing that my stream is, I don't know why we're coming out at 9. I'm trying to relieve some of this stress off of my computer, but I don't have anything open to have it relieved from. So I am recording the show. So just give me a heads up that I am recording. So if we have any issues, you have to come back and watch the replay. It is there. All right. So I do apologize. I'm not sure why we're at 97, 98%. So Yeah. Also, what things when we were talking about Boca earlier, you said my main camera is focused on background, not you. Okay. So I'm Boca. The background is not Boca. Okay. Okay. That's something I will work on for next week's show. And let's see, anybody else? I need to get me an iPhone. No, Sister Queen, stay Android. Come on, don't leave me. Stay over here. Help me out. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Please stay with me. Don't leave. All right. So that's what's going on with your what do you call it? Your blurry background with iPhone 12. Excuse me, with the iPhone. So it doesn't, as long as you have the iPhone X or higher, you should be good with the blurry background. That's what they're saying. All right. So hopefully that'll help you if you do not know how to do that. And also the article is in the description, so you should be good to go. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at myself, Awesome Wood Things. I'm blurry, and my background is a little bit cleaner. So we got to figure that part out. Not sure why that's happening. Awesome Wood Things. I definitely would love your opinion on this. I don't have any web browsers being used right now, and my stream is pushing out 100%, and it's only one stream that's going out. I would love to get your thoughts on why this is possibly happening. All right. Love to get your thoughts on why that possibly is happening. All right. So our next article for the evening is April Fools is coming up. And basically, I'm just giving you a heads up. If you ever cared about Twitter, if you ever cared about being verified, if any of that stuff was ever important to you, now you gotta pay for it. Would you be willing to pay for a verified blue check? Because it's about to happen. And trust and believe, if they do it, I'm pretty sure others will follow suit. We already know Instagram is about to start doing it as well. So check this out. Twitter is taking away your blue check on April 1st unless you pay for it. That's the question of the day. Are you willing to pay for that blue check? That's what I want to know. Would you be willing to pay for that blue check? Put in the comments, yes or no. Let's see, what do we have here? They said Twitter will soon remove the blue verification badge from any accounts that have not yet signed up to its premium service called Twitter Blue. Okay, I can't worry about why this screen is not going down. So I'll just read the article from here, and you can see it there. They said April 1st, they'll be just saying that's it, the Legacy Verified program, and removing Legacy Verified check marks. Basically, they're saying Twitter said they are doing a whole remake of their verification system. And basically, after a brief period of confusion as to how the platform would deal with the check marks, it settled on handing one to anyone who subscribes to Twitter Blue, as long as certainty eligibility requirements are met. Basically, they're saying before Elon Musk, Twitter would hand blue verification badges to those who it considered as a prominent figure or organization, such as celebrities, politicians, major brands, news outlets, and it didn't cost a dime. The check, which continues to appear beside an account holder's name, meant the follower could have confidence in being authenticated of the account and be certain that it was not the imposter. So LeBron James, how many accounts are there of Beyonce? You know that one with the blue check is her account. You know LeBron James is that one with that account. All right, so you know that. But now Musk has said, hey, he's been looking for more intently at ways to make the company profitable. And with this, he said he decided to make people pay for the badge and saying you got to pay for the Twitter Blue subscription. What do you think of that? Is that good or not? It says accounts that are attained a blue check before Musk came along have up to now been allowed to keep it regardless of whether they signed up for blue. But now they said that's about to change. And a number of account holders from celebrities and politicians sports stars, and journalists will lose the blue mark on April 1st. All right. So unless they subscribe to Twitter Blue, that's it. So the Twitter's premium tier is available for purchase via the web. So if you do it on the website, it's $8 or $84 for the year. Or if you do it in the app on iOS or Android, if you do it inside the app, it's $11 $11 per month and $115 per year. So $8 per month if you do it on the website, $11 per month if you do it in app. I don't know. Like, my thing, this is the way I look at it. No disrespect. I'm about to verify myself to Twitter. So that means you have my ID, you have my name, you have my birthday. I don't know if I want to do that. Just to say I got a blue check, just to say I'm authenticated, just to say that I got some status. I'm basically telling on myself, you have my information. Is that worth $84 a year? Nah, I'm good. I'll hold that. I'm good. Everybody knows who Tall Boy is. I'm on every Wednesday at the Lab Tech Show. All right, so I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Is this something that's good? Is it not? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It's going to be interesting to see the impact of Twitter's move to finally get rid of the legacy check marks. After all, anyone with a legacy badge declines to sign up to Blue and therefore loses their verification mark. It could give any imposter accounts more clout, as the once verified user will no longer display any kind of badge. So do the celebrities, politicians, organizations, and news outlets care about this kind of stuff? Or do you even care about it? Let me know your thoughts. All right, let's see. What are people saying? They already have that information, says James Hicks. Hey, I'm with you, man. He says they already have that information, man. He says another way to get money. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't paying nobody just to say I had a blue check. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I thought only celebrities had the blue check mark. What will differentiate them from anybody else who pays for it? So, especially with all the fake trolls out there. Like I said, who wrote that question? That was Tanya. So Tanya basically is saying, if you don't pay for this, I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if you are an organization. We need money, and you need to pay us for this status symbol. And if you don't, then you're just not going to be verified. So now it's going to be up to whoever these people are to say, just like I say, hey, follow me at the Lab Tech Show every Wednesday. They're just going to have to probably just say, this is my new Twitter handle, or this is my Twitter handle moving forward. And people will know it because you follow them and you're checking for them. You may have to do a second step in Google and fact check. That may be what it is. I mean, it was a convenience because, you know, if you want to send a message out to somebody, it was verified. But Elon is saying, no, cut me a check, run me my coin. Point blank, period. Ow. Sister Queen says, I do not know how to use Twitter. There are advantages for content creators for Meta and Twitter verification. It's not about the check mark. Let's see. They already have that information. Let me see what else is being said. He says, are you maxing out the CPU? Something on your PC, likely a background app, is running amok. Yeah, I think that's what it is, and I don't know what it is. Let me see. Marshall Artistry said, nope, not going to do it. I don't blame you, big dog. I just can't see myself doing it either. I just think that it is too much, all right? I'm sorry, just giving you $84 just to get verified of me. Like I said, I'm giving you my ID, my name, my birthday. That means I'm telling on myself just to get verified. Nah, I'm good. And I think you had to do that already if you were an organization. But I mean, now I'm sorry. I'd rather earn the check as opposed to paying for the check. That's just my thought process behind all of that. Let me see. Anybody else? Sammy Superstars. I've already been verified on Twitter for months. and I paid for it. Well, I don't want to knock you, man. If that's what you did, no big deal. It's just not for me. I don't think I want a check mark, says Lisa Maria. Hey, Lisa Maria, how you doing? Nothing really is basically for you to have notoriety. Yep, you're right. I don't think that I don't think it's that serious. What do you get in exchange for the service? Boosted posts. Yeah. So basically, if you want people to see your post a little bit more, then you can do that. That's pretty much all you're really getting. I mean, if you post something, they're going to make sure that because you paid for it, more it will get in the eyes. And this lets you know, once again, last week we spoke on fan base, right? And it was like, hey, if you earn 1,000 followers, your content will get out in front of 1,000 followers. Whereas if you are using Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they're going to suppress your content. So because they're suppressing your content, Beyonce, let's just say Beyonce has 100 million fans. Let's just say she has that number. I don't know what her actual count is. She has 100 million fans. And she makes a post. And it's supposed to go out to 100 million people. Well, why would the advertisers go to Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, right? They can just go straight to Beyonce and pay her to get their messaging out through her. So what these companies do is they suppress your content to about 2 to 3%. And when they suppress it, so you're only probably getting 2 million as opposed to 100 million. Whereas where last week we were talking about fan base, if you earn your followers, your content is going to be seen in front of those people that you've earned, them as your fan base. So now Twitter is saying, pay for the blue check. If you pay for the blue check, I got you. If not, you're just not going to be verified. I think that's what it is. Well, Sammy is a superstar. You're right, Awesome Boy Things. He is a superstar, so he needs the blue check. All right, I'm not mad at that. I'll give you that. Versus being on let's see, what does he say? Let me see. I personally don't have any fake accounts. Is it worth being verified? Good question. Versus being on fan base where my posts aren't suppressed and everyone gets to see it all anyway. Right? So that's something to think about. Tanya says, I love this discussion that we're having here. Tanya says, I don't like Elon Musk anyway. He has enough money to pay for everybody. Twitter users shouldn't have to pay for his bad business deal. I don't think so. At the end of the day, he's just trying to make money for the company because the company probably was not making any money or they weren't being profitable, and he's trying to turn a profit. I think that's just really what it is. Rich Vibes is going on, man. Let's see. Don't get mad at me, tall boy. I canceled. I'm not mad at you, man. That's a personal decision you got to do for yourself, man. I just say why your content is good. People are going to support you no matter what you do. So you're going to build your audience. You're going to build your fan base. Why am I paying wasted money that I'm throwing out to a company just to say I got a blue check? That's just my thought process. If you feel as if you need it, just to have, just to say that you're there, by all means, go ahead. This is why I love the lab. We can engage. We can have real-time conversation. We can all post our comments. We're not here to beat anybody up. We're just trying to just say, hey, here it is in the fine print. We want you to see it. And we don't want you to feel as if we just want you to make an informed decision of what's going on. That's pretty much it. There's nothing more or nothing less about it. We just want you to make an informed decision on what's good for you. So if you think that it's something that you need, by all means, Sammy or anybody else, go for it. I welcome you to it. All right, let's do this. All right, man. I need y'all to go ahead and bob y'all's head. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, it's called the Lab Tech Show. We want you to embrace it. We got you. Come on, man. What is it called? The Lab Tech Show. We're on Instagram and we're on YouTube. I would love for you to tap in with us. We're building something. Will you join us? I know you're feeling the beat right now. Clap, 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 clap. hit the subscribe button while you're clapping, all right? So clap and then hit the subscribe button. That's it. What they say? Clap, subscribe. Clap, subscribe. That's it. That's all I'm asking. I know y'all like that beat. That's what it is. Tall boy. Help us out. Help us get, look, I gotta get to 1,000. I need to monetize this channel. I know y'all know 5 people. They'll come over and then we'll make it all happen together. And we're building as a family. All right. This is a movement, y'all. It's called the Lab Tech Show. All right. She says, love this new music. Hey, man, that's what we're trying to do, man. Sister Queen said, facts. I don't need to spend no money on no unnecessary stuff. I love this new music. What up, Lewis? She said the music is fire. That's what's up, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming over from fan base. I definitely appreciate you. Let's see. The blue check would the blue check would have been better when I was doing my interviews to be more noticed. I don't know if I agree with that, Sammy. I really don't know if I agree with that. I think this is my personal opinion on that. I mean, people are going to know you because you're posting on your social channels, right? And as you build, everybody knows who Sammy Superstar is. And if they Google you and they YouTube you, they're going to see your t-shirts. They're going to see your merch. They're going to see everything that you're doing. And if they want to rock with you, then they're going to rock with you, right? That's what they're going to do. They're going to just flat out rock with you because you're the Sammy Superstar. And if they don't rock with you, it's perfectly fine. I still love you, right? And, you know, when they're ready to embrace your interviews or your content, that you're still going to be there. So does the blue check really verify you? You don't have fake accounts. Now, if there's an imposter out there saying that they're Sammy Superstar, it may have wasted somebody's time, but I don't know, man. That's just my personal thoughts on it. I may be right. I may be wrong. Just something for you to think about why you make your decision on whether or not it's something that you want to do. All right. All right. Our next article. So speaking of subscriptions, I think that this falls perfectly in line with that. And let's see if we can get that to pop in over here. And speaking of subscriptions, how many subscriptions do you guys have? The FTC says we want to make it easier for you to cancel those subscriptions because, I mean, we all have them. And they say if you can sign up online, you should be able to cancel online without no repercussions. Do you agree with that statement or are you like, nah, you know, whatever? All right. So this is how it reads. This is what they're saying. You might not have to get to go through great lengths to cancel subscriptions. Let me say it one more time. You might not have to go to great lengths to cancel subscriptions in the future. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is saying, hey, we got some rule changes that we would like to require providers to make it as easy to cancel subscriptions as it is to sign up, including the same medium. If it only takes a few clicks to join an online fitness class, you should have that option to cancel online in just as many steps. Do you agree with this statement or not? Because sometimes you got to do what? You got to opt in, last chance. Let me give you this last ditch effort. No, I don't want to pay. Do you agree with that? Should they say, if I sign up, I should be able to cancel just as easily? The proposal says they would let you decline to hear pitches for additional offers when you want to cancel the service. Providers would have to provide annual reminders of renewals for subscriptions to anything besides physical goods. Other rule updates would require a clear explanation of what people are getting and bar misleading claims. Right there in the fine print. Man, I don't want to pay $72.99 for YouTube TV. I want to cancel, not know, oh, stay here, we'll give you $20 off. I wanted to cancel. Let me cancel. What do you think? I'm just giving that as a hypothetical, scenario. Spotify, it could be whatever other subscription that you may have. Let me know your thoughts, all right? Let's see. The FTC's effort would revise the negative option rule from 1973 and would echo the European Union policy on subscriptions. And they're saying this will ideally prevent companies from either fooling customers into paying for services they don't want or are done using. And it is also meant to prevent the all too common tactic of forcing customers to call or visit a store in order to make sure the cancellation process is difficult. So basically, they're saying, hey, we're going to make this easy. The proposal does not outline specific penalties for the violations. They're not clear of how it would be effective, or how the updated rules will, mess with the deterring offenders. But they said if implemented, the approach could make it easier to experiment with services. You could subscribe for a few months without worrying that you'll struggle to cancel your plan. And they're also saying it might also have to let you leave without making a last-ditch offers or asking you to shop to a shop clerk. So that's basically what they're saying. What do you think of that? Do you think that this is a good situation or no? Like, let me know. Let's see. What do you think of that? The FTC is mostly useless. You don't need the government to fix your issue. Well, I mean, here's the problem. Awesome Wood Things. We don't really need them, but we forget about these subscriptions. And by the time we remember, we've already spent. Now, that's our problem because we forgot, right? But some people, I go in and I say, I want to cancel, YouTube TV. I want to cancel my Audible subscription. I'm just giving you just a hypothetical scenario, right? I don't want to pay the $14.99. Now you're going to say, hey, stay with us for another month and we'll lower your price to $6.99. Yes, you're saving me money, but I want to cancel. But now I'll go back up to the $14.99. I'm going to forget. And now you got some more money out of me. I want to cancel. Let me cancel. Don't beat me up over the fact that I want to cancel. I get it. It's the hook, line, and sink. Soon, Tallboy will be doing subscriptions. When he does the subscriptions, I want you to opt in, but I want you to opt in because that's what you want to do. I don't want you to opt in and then you forget and then now you're mad because you paid and I want you to embrace it. I want you to love it. No different from me loving and you loving the stores that you love to frequent and you love to shop. That's all I'm saying. I may be wrong. That was my rant. All right. This boy Revis is crazy as God knows what. He says, I'll verify the Lab Tech Show. Boy, I swear to God, I love you, Revis. What they say, man.
You already know.
The government should focus on the things that matter. Sister Queen says, I agree with you. Tanya Blazer says, I agree with you, Tallboy. You should be able to cancel just as easily and painless as you signed up. Vote for me in 2024. Hey, look, we really need a good president. Hey, you might be a good qualified candidate, man. We can use your laser printer and print up all kind of voting signs. You never know, man. Y'all got to check out Awesome Wood Things show on YouTube, man. He's pretty dope. So what are your thoughts? Honestly, what do you think of this? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I definitely would love to know what you think of this. Is this something that you could see yourself using, doing, and all that other good old stuff? Let me know. Matt Haas, president of the United States, I'll kick butt. Hey man, go ahead, run for city council, and I got you in 2028, 2032. I got you in 2032. You'll probably be right at the right age at 2032. All right. I got you, man. All right. So I don't know why this StreamAlive is not kicking in the way I thought it was going to kick in. So I'm going to try and see if I can get it to come back up because I had questions posed for you guys and it's just not working. I do apologize for that. I'm going to see if I can try to log in. So you're going to have to bear with me and see if we can get the interaction going again. But it's not connecting the way I thought it was. it was working behind the scenes before the show started, but now it's not. So let's try it again. Try one more time and see if it works. If not, we're gonna probably have to ditch this thing, man. Let's see. Do you like the? Let's see. Is this the question? Nope. Yeah, I can't find the question that I was looking for. So that was the FTC, right? So, okay, there we go. Do you think that this rule will be beneficial to? Let's see. What does that say? Let's bring that back down. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Thought I had this in place. There we go. Put this on the screen. Let me know. Do you think this rule will be beneficial for you and your subscriptions? Put 1. Hell yeah. 2. No, I will still forget. 3. This may help a little. 4. I'm lost. I don't get it. So whichever one you think, 1, 2, 3, or 4, put in the comments. Let's see if it acts or interacts in real time. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's go. Let's see what they say. Let's see what we got. I'm going to wait for 1 minute and we're going to come back to it. And while we do that, let's see what we got over here while we see if this comes in. All right, man. Spring is here. I know you feel the vibe. Spring vibes. It rhymes with rich vibes, right? You're looking for new content? You cut the cord? Weekly episodes? Download the channel. TBE Media. All right. We're on Roku and we're also on Amazon Fire. Did you know that? Tell somebody. Barbershop, nail salon, hair salon. Somebody's got a business. Turn on TBE Media on Roku. We all got Fire Sticks. We all got Roku TVs. Check us out. If you know somebody is looking for more content or looking to find a home for their content, let me know. We can put it on the channel too. Let's discuss. TBE Media. All right, guys. All right. There's the, okay. See, it's not, you guys put in there. So maybe I'm not logged in. I don't know. Did I link the show? It says disconnect the show. So I'm actually logged in. It's showing. I don't know why it's not. Okay. This is the other questions that I got. So if you guys know StreamAlive, if you guys know anybody, let them know, man. All right. So these are questions that I had. So they came up. But I don't know why this is not coming up. These are what was your beverage of choice? Nothing came up over here. I StreamAlive. I tried to use you. You're working sometimes. You're not working sometimes. Hey, look, this is a live show, man. It's got to work. If it don't work, I love you, but hey, this is in real time. So I'm not beating you up, but it's got to work, and it's not working. We have to be very transparent. No one's, I'm showing you the screen. People are pressing 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, and it's not working. So let me see. I'll try one more thing. And then after that, we're going to tap on out of here because we're trying to end early, right? Or end on time. So let me see the lab. Let's see StreamAlive. Let me see. I don't want to do that with you guys on the screen. So let's see if we can do this. This is crazy, man. I can't believe that this is not working. StreamAlive. All right. Let's see if we can get it to come up. And I'm going to try and say we're going to connect the stream. It says, okay. It says it's connected. All right. Continue with the run of show. I'm doing everything right. It's not working. So yeah. Let me see. Do I disconnect it? Yeah, I'll try and disconnect it and see if we can get it to come back up. And let's see if we can connect again. And let's see. All right, there it is. And let's see if it worked. All right, so I connected it and I'm trying. Do you think that this rule will be beneficial for you and your subscriptions? Press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hitting the play button at the bottom. And let's see what happens. Tell me what you think. And let's see, what else do we have? Let Let's see. I don't want to use that one. Yeah, it's not working, guys. It says engagement level. I'm not seeing anything. People are pressing 2. People are pressing 3. And nothing is moving. All right. We're going to give it one more week, guys. One more week. And if it does not work, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. All right, guys. I tried. I tried. So here it is on the screen. I just want you to see that I'm doing it. You guys are pressing the numbers. It's connected. I got the play button down here at the bottom. You see it, disconnect, play. You see the question. You push the number, whichever number you want, and it should pop up. So either I'm not logged in properly or it's just not working. And I don't know what that is. All right, so we're going to move on to our last article of the evening. Do you have teenagers? 17 and under. Do you have teenagers? This might be something of interest to you because last week we talked about TikTok, right? And as we were talking about TikTok, we were saying that they had some issues that were going on and they were talking about banning TikTok. Well, the governor of a state on the West Coast has said, you know what? We're going to just shut all this down, and we ain't feeling none of this. Let's see if we can get the article to pull up. All right. So the governor of Utah says your kids need approval from parents to use social media. There's a new law that passed. I can't make this up, y'all. There's a new law that has passed, and kids now need the parents' approval to be able to make this work, or for them to be able to be on social media. So I'm going to try and get this on the screen. Give me one moment briefly, and then we're going to see if we can this to come up. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see, 1 second. There we go. All right, there. All right, so they say children and teens in Utah. That's right. Children and teens in Utah would lose access to social media apps such as TikTok if they don't have the parental consent and face other restrictions under the first in the nation law designed to shield young people from the addictive platforms. 2 laws, that's right, 2 laws were signed by the Republican Governor Spencer Cox last Thursday that prohibit kids under 18 from using social media between the hours of 10:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. They require age verification for anyone who wants to use social media in the state and open the door to lawsuits on behalf of children claiming social media harmed them. And they're also saying they seek to prevent children from being lured to apps by addictive features and from having ads promoted to them. Now, they're saying companies do expect to sue before this law goes into effect in 2024. Like, they're like, hey, we don't know about this, Utah, because if you do this, other states can probably fall suit. What do you think about this? Do you think that this is good? 10:30 to 6 a.m. So 10:30 at night to 6:30 a.m. It will prohibit kids under 18 from using social media unless their parents allow it to happen. That's the law. The crusade against social media in Utah Republican legislator is the latest reflection of how politicians and their perceptions of technology companies has changed, including among pro-business Republicans. All right, so is this good or not? Okay, so outside of Utah, bring that down for you. They're saying outside of Utah, oh, there we go. Bring that down for you right there. Outside of Utah, lawmakers in red states, including Arkansas, Texas, Ohio, Louisiana, and blue states, including New Jersey, are advancing similar proposals. California, meanwhile, enacted a law last year requiring tech companies to put kids' safety first by barring them from profiling children or using personal information in ways that could harm children physically or mentally. So Utah said 10:30 to 6. California is saying, hey, you got to put the kids first. And these other states are saying, hey, we're going to put something similar to what Utah is doing. Right there in the fine print. The new Utah law also requires that parents be given access to their children's accounts. So this is the second law. They have to be given access to the child's account, and they outline rules for people who want to sue over harms that they claim that the apps cause So all right, so they're suing. They outline rules for people who want to sue over harms that they claim the apps cause, and if implemented or put in place, the lawsuits against social media companies involving kids under 16 will shift the burden of proof and require social media companies show their products weren't harmful, not the other way around. So maybe you might want to be a Mormon and go to Utah. This could probably reduce a lot of fights. This could probably reduce a lot of foolishness that these kids are putting on TV or putting on distribution channels. I don't know. What do you think? Is this good? Is this bad? Like, talk to us. Let me know what you think. The wave of legislation and its focus on age verification has garnered pushbacks from technology companies as well as digital privacy groups known for blasting their data collection practices. So if the law is implemented, the digital privacy advocacy group said in a statement, the majority of young Utahns will find themselves effectively locked out of much of the web. I don't know if I really agree with that statement. I mean, you got from 10:30 to 6. These kids consume a lot of content. They consume a lot of content. So, yeah, I don't know. Utah will soon require online services to collect sensitive information about teens and families, and not only to verify age, but to verify parental relationships like government issued IDs and birth certificates, putting their private data at risk of breach. And basically, that's what they're talking about, man. This is a lot to unpack. What are your thoughts on this? Is this good, this bad, or indifferent? I would love to know your thoughts. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Looks like we got some buffering going on, so bear with me. Let's see here. This is not a good show, y'all. I'm not liking this feel. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. They're saying once you start digging into people's privacy, there's always some overzealous COO. Okay. So I'm seeing that. And sucks to be a kid sometimes. Marshall Arstry says it sucks to be a kid sometimes. Yeah, you're right. It does suck to be a kid. What happened to Tall Boy? Yeah, so we're having some high resources being pulled right now, and I don't know where those resources are being pulled from. So all I can tell you is I just stopped the stream and put it into another stream and kept it going. I never ended the actual stream. So we should be back up now. So hopefully you got me going. Is just a TikTok backlash? No, I don't think that this is just a TikTok backlash. To answer your question, Shirley, TikTok is its own separate entity. They got their own thing going on, and they're saying, "Hey, TikTok, no. What you're doing, you guys are in China. You're sharing our data." What Utah and these other states that are in agreement with, they're saying, "Hey, we think that our kids are doing too much." That's what they're thinking, and they're saying, "Hey, they're doing too much on social media, and we need to put a time limit, so, similar to like a curfew." It is a curfew, 10:30 to 6 o'clock. Like there should be a curfew for this content, for the content that you consume. As you could see earlier, let me see if I can bring that article part back up, where they were talking about with there was 2 laws that they had going on. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It says the new Utah law also requires that parents will be given access to their child's accounts. They outline rules for people who want to sue over harms they claim the apps cause. And then basically, if implemented, lawsuits against social media companies involving kids under 16 will shift the burden of proof and require social media companies to show that their products weren't harmful. So you could say, hey, my kid was harmed by this, and it's the social media companies, they have to prove that it was not harmful. If not, then they could be penalized for it. So that was law number 2. And then, of course, the other law was 10:30 night to 6:30 in the morning. That's just, and it's for kids 16 and under. So like someone said, it sucks to be a kid. It really does. Yeah. So that's what it is. Hopefully I'm back up. Hopefully you guys watching, and yeah, there you go. So that's where we're at with it. So I just wanted to share that with you in the fine print, and hopefully you guys got some value out of that. I apologize that the StreamAlive did not work. We got this one time, but I think the technology is great. But if we can't get it to work, yeah, we're gonna have a problem with that. All right. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me at the Lab Tech Show. I definitely appreciate you guys. Means a lot. Please share the show. I know this show probably wasn't the greatest, but we're going to make the best out of it. And like I said, we're working, we're grinding, we're building, and I definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out with me this Wednesday. Until next week, I don't think, is there any show rules? Not sure if there's going to be a show or not. We'll have some micro content that'll go up because we had some issues, and then we'll decide whether or not we're going to have a show next week or not. But I am working behind the scenes diligently to be able to showcase something, and that's all I could really share with you at this moment. But I hope that you will truly like what you see, and I look forward to sharing that with you. All right, so hopefully you liked it, and like I said, thank you guys for all tuning in with me tonight. Tanya Blazer says, before we get up out of here, never been to Utah, but the vision in my head pictures it being so boring that the kids don't have much else to do. You can't prove a negative. That's legal 101. Keep the faith, tall boy. No. Like I said, we have technical. It's the internet, So there's something going on. There's something going on with my computer and the resources that I'm using tonight. So I forgot to do this. Brief recap. We talked about Utah. Doing the social media laws, 10:30 at night to 6:30 a.m. is where they're going to reduce or no social media unless the parents okay it. And then also Twitter ends the blue check on April 1st. And then you also have how to blur your background. And then the FTC wants to make it easier for you to cancel your subscriptions. All right. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. It is the Lab Tech Show. And until we meet again, thank you guys so much for tapping in and watching.
You already know.
Ow.
Tall boy. You already know.
Ow.
Tall boy.
Okay, that was supposed to do something else.